Libra. Libra. Oh, okay, so answering the call for the theme for the month of Libras, I'm going to say that there will be others that will come to you or require your assistance, your direction, your guidance, your thoughts, your wisdom, and maybe even your efforts, your energy. I'm being told to tell you for the month of September, you want to step into that. You want to step up the pace. You want to get more involved. And I think that's the month of September is going to be a month for that, for you getting more involved and more, being more of a service to someone, to some, somewhere, or to something or some cause. Okay, answering the call. If Spirit says this is what you need to do, you need to step it up. Listen to the wind. Literally, it'll guide you. Listen to the wind, Libra. This is actually your element, air. So be with it. Okay. And you will find where you need to put your energy and your soul. The thing is to worship the earth. Worshiping the earth, being one with the earth, coming together with the earth, being actively involved with earthy things. So this might require you to get involved in harvesting, might require you to get involved in hiking, just like the Virgo. So give that some thought, and that'll be your theme for the month. All right. About love. Libra Sun Moon is love for the month of September. Let's see what we got for them. Let's see. Well, Libra, you're a tiny bit fickle. All right, so you finally get what you want. I'm going to say, some of you finally get what you think you wanted. And now you got it, and you're working towards it, and you're having a great old time, and everything's wonderful, and you're kind of depending on each other for whatever reason, and then bam, bam, you fall in love. You literally fall deeper in love. One day you want to stay with them. One day you won't. You are on a roller coaster because some days you feel really bitchy towards the situation or really crabby. And then other days you're just so appreciative and grateful. I tell you honestly, Libra, you're going to have a hell of a time this month balancing your emotions. Some of it's going to be good. The next day it's not. So you're going to be, what we call that, love-hate relationship. That's what I see you entering into. Either you're already in it, or you're going to enter into one. Those of you who are reluctant to fall in love, because I do see a selection of Libras who prefer to be alone, all by themselves. And that is, I'm going to say that's because they're licking their wounds. Maybe they're not feeling healthy enough. Maybe they're not strong enough. Maybe they haven't had enough attention given to them by someone. But every single Libra that I see single in this reading in the month of September are going to be thinking about how not to be single. None of you really want it. Even if you're licking your wounds, you're still wishing for more, wishing for better. Okay, so for those Libras who are already involved and have been in long-term relationships, I'm going to say this month you guys are going to hash out a couple of issues. Maybe they're big issues, like maybe they're like you wanted to go on a trip and they didn't want to go, and now you can't go, and I don't know, some those might be considered small issues, but for you they're fairly big. I don't see the relationship falling apart for that, but I do see you copping an attitude and being a little bit in annoyance, okay, a little bit in annoyance. So bottom line is, remember this, Libra, you prefer to be a lover, not a bitch. So if you're feeling bitchy, you got to talk it out, feel it out. And I'm talking about men too. You can be bitches too, not just women. So if you're feeling like you're not being heard, the biggest way to manage that is to ask your partner to sit down and listen. Please listen to you, okay? If you're dating someone who's not listening to you, don't even bother trying to train them. Tell them to go, you don't need a relationship like that. You don't need to train someone to be a listener. That's going to be really super hard. If they're not a listener, they're just not a listener. That's not what you need. You need someone who can listen and communicate. I do Libras under 30 years old who have been in a relationship for over 5 years, under 10. No, let me say it differently. Around 6 years. I'm just going to say it that way. Around 6 years. If you've been in a relationship for around 6 years and you have been feeling as if you've been taken advantage of, that you haven't been heard, and maybe they're even a little intimidating, or just say a lot of crap and don't do what they say, you're going to have the nerve to walk away this time. You're going to actually have the nerve to walk away in September. I do see that selection of people who have been in unhealthy situations getting themselves out of them. So that's a good thing to hear. Good. I am seeing that Libras have been struggling with some health issues, varied kinds actually. I see here blood, heart, inflammation, all of these types of things that may cause hot, heat, that kind of energy. So could even be gout or boils, anything that causes hot, even ulcers in the belly, that type of thing I am seeing here. So it's almost like Libra's condensing undercurrent anger, I'm going to say. Libra's condensing undercurrent anger. The month of September would be a good time for you guys to sort of communicate, get that out of you, right? And finding out, you're finding out that keeping it inside is hurtful. And there could be some old issues, like you could have been juggling a number of painful experiences over the last little while, or paying attention to certain health requirements that had you done this would have happened. You would have been better off, that type of a thing. Or maybe going too slow around something that you had promised to do. It may have to do with exercise or stretching or yoga or something like that. Something to do with your body, feeling your body or something like that, okay? You need to be more in tune with your body. Maybe the body's been causing you too much pain and you haven't been paying attention. So this month of September, it's telling me to tell you to pay more attention to your health, your physical body, your emotional state, and communicate what's going on with you clearly to others who might be able to help you get a better grip on what's going on with your health. I do see a good selection of you who had been working out over the summer months, and you got some really good card there. That tells me that you've put in so much work, so much energy, so much effort that you can actually start partying a little bit. So I'm going to say that some of you are going to go out dancing and taking the show on the road a little bit. And instead of going to clubs and going to spas and gyms, I see you taking more time, maybe dancing, learning to dance, maybe that type of a thing is going to make you feel a little better in general. It doesn't mean you're not going to have pain. It just means you're going to maybe do a different type of exercise in order to help yourself feel a little more in tune. Okay. I am being told that some of you need to speak with counsel, and maybe someone who can help you more long term. So I would say if you have been dealing with a lot of chronic pain, for instance, Judy, I think it'd be a good idea for you to sit with someone and try to figure out some options to get out of that chronic pain. All right, let's look at money for Libras. Okay, money. Sun, moon, and ascendant for the month of September, and this is all about money. And we know that Libras like money. They sure as hell like to save it. They like a good deal. That's one thing I know about Libras. And that indecisiveness that we often see in a Libra has a lot more to do with them not wanting to waste money. They hate wasting money. That's the biggest thing with them. So they're always looking for a good deal. Okay, so money. You may be involved with someone who doesn't have as much money with you or is terrible with their money, and that's going to be a bone of contention. There will be some arguments, some disagreements, some conversations that don't turn out the way you want them in September. It doesn't mean they won't turn out, but those conversations, well, they kind of start happening, and they don't get finished in September. So it's sort of be like an ongoing thing for a little while. Money. If you're in a relationship, somebody's not talking the truth. If you're not in a relationship and it has to do with investments, someone's not talking the truth. You want to be really careful because someone's not talking the truth and it has to do with money. And you've known this for a while. You've kind of had this feeling or this gut instinct about something something may be revealed. It's not exactly what you thought, but something will likely be revealed in the month of September, and you'll feel a little better about it. So in the end, it's going to make the money situation better, whatever that is. It will better the situation in the month afterwards.